All right, Mr. TALIAFERRO TV, I'm not gonna lie, I appreciate honesty in every situation. I got a couple problems with this, but let's just talk about the honesty. An artist goes by the name of Lil Uzi Vert, and another artist that just recently passed away, his name was Lil Peep. Now, rest in peace to Lil Peep. We want to send some prayers up to his family as they get through this tough time. And as I told you guys yesterday on my channel, Lil Peep reportedly passed away from an overdose of Xannies and another drug as well. Now, to make a long story short, here's what we're hearing. Again, official autopsy results obviously have not come in yet, but this is what we're hearing. Lil Peep had a show. He had took a lot of drugs and went to sleep. Some of the members on the team, on the bus or whatever, thought he was just asleep, but in all actuality, he was dead. He had been passed away for quite some time. Now, I will say this. We got to look at the situation and point to the signs. Here are the facts, or just looking at the situation. The team probably didn't go check on Lil Peep because this is probably something that happens all the time, right? If they didn't think that they needed to check on him, if I see somebody do something uncharacteristic, right? If I got a partner or a homegirl and she drinks too much, way out of character, I'm gonna check on her. But if I know that's the norm, if my partner, he get drunk everywhere we go, that's why I don't really like taking him anywhere. If I know that's him, I'm gonna be like, all right, he gonna be okay. I done seen him take more liquor than that. I done seen him take more shots than that. You know, it is what it is. So for his homeboys, Lil Peep's homeboys, to not check on him, what scares me the most is that this probably was the norm for him. You know, mixing these drugs, and it's not good on the body. Now, what I want to do is I don't want to negatively talk about Lil Peep's situation specifically, but I do want this to be a time where we discuss drug usage, right? Lil Uzi Vert, as he was saying his goodbyes to Lil Peep on social media, he posted these captions, and I thought they were quite interesting. Let's run them down. He said, "We would love to stop, but do you really care? Because we've been on Xanax all fucking year. Rest in peace, buddy. 100% understanding. I don't fault you." And then Lil Uzi said, "Sober today, and I've been shaking. I have been cursing my loved ones out and fighting in the studio with no thoughts in my head, teeth biting down, because I just want to be angry at something. Maybe I will just smoke weed tonight." Now, I'm going to keep this screen right here, and I want you guys to look over these comments and listen to what Lil Uzi Vert. We're going to break them down line by line. First and foremost, Uzi says, "We would love to stop." All right, that is very disheartening to me, because he's saying, look, I'm on these Xans and these drugs too. I want to stop, but I can't. But now here's what confuses me. He says, "But do you really care? Because we've been on Xanax all fucking year." Yeah, we care, Uzi, but it's not for us to care about your body more than you cares about your body. If you need help, my brother, go get the help. It can't not be for us to care more than you care. That line really hit me, and this is the reason why we're talking about this right now, because of this line. We've been on Xanax all fucking year. That's not nothing to brag about. I don't get this culture that doesn't want to point to signs. You just lost a friend of yours to these same drugs that you're taking. Why would you think it would be cool for you to continue to take them, or say we don't care, we've been on them all fucking year? That's nothing to brag about, my brother. You don't think the same thing that happened to Lil Peep can happen to you? Are you really gonna risk it and just play it out and wing it like that? Lil Uzi has had a hell of a year. EXO Tour Life top hit. Love is Rage 2 top album. Yo, you cannot be so stuck on yourself, or literally off the drugs so much, where you think this can happen to you. Let's run it down. Sober today, and I have been shaking. Yo, this is some serious stuff. Yo, these artists, they're telling you that they're going through it right now. I don't want to give them an out because they're an artist, because I know artists that are sober right now. I think it's the culture in rap, young rap, that's making these guys feel that they need to do these drugs more and more. But when you see somebody say sober today and I've been shaking, their body has been so accustomed to the drugs that they can't live without it. He said, "I've been cursing my loved ones out and fighting." I believe that 100%. When you're on drugs, you treat people differently. You're a shell of yourself, literally. All right, in the studio with no thoughts in my head. He's literally saying, "I make better music when I have drugs in my system." That's crazy to me. Teeth biting down because I want to be angry at something. He's like, yo, I'm fiending for the drugs. Maybe I would just smoke weed tonight. All right. I said this yesterday, and I'll say it again. We've gotten so accustomed to weed in our culture, we forgot that it's even a drug. Weed is still a drug. we've kind of normalized it to the point where people don't consider it a drug. Weed is still technically a drug. I never want to get that misstated, right? It is still a drug. And I think a lot of this stuff does start with weed. Now, if Lil Uzi can tone down from the Xans and all that to weed, of course we'll big that up. But I want to say this. I ain't rocking with no drug, period. And that'll continue to be my stance. I don't care who likes it, who hates it. It's not for me. All right? I'm not saying what I have not done in my past, but I'm saying right now, no. No, 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 no. I've never popped a pill, and I say that proudly. Right now, I don't think it's cool to say you're not on drugs. I don't have any problem saying that. Any parents out there, and I know a lot of kids watch my channel. Look, I don't feel uncool by saying I don't do drugs. You can feel the same way. It ain't cool. If only you studied your body to know what the heck you were doing. And I know that comes from a preachy standpoint, and I never want to be that on my channel. And I get it. Listen, kids got to deal with a lot today that our parents would never understand. It's the truth. With social media, at the click of a finger, somebody all the way in Africa can have an opinion on what you do for a living. It happens to me every day. Somebody all the way on the West Coast in Los Angeles, at the snap of a finger or whatever, at the tweet, they can say, I don't like what you're doing. They could big up what you're doing, and they could downplay what you're doing. Anything in life. They can say you're ugly. You know, anybody could be trending now if they in a fight video. I didn't even have to deal with that in school. Yo, imagine, some of my 20, 25 and on up people, imagine getting in a fight in school and not only being a laughingstock at school if you lose, but now got to deal with that on a tweet that can go to 10 to 20,000 people? That ain't right. And I don't think parents can either understand. So what I'm trying to say is these kids are trying to cope with problems, and I'm not trying to give them an out. I'm just telling the facts. And when they see that all these rappers are talking about these drugs, what do you think? You think the kids are not going to put one and one together? I'm going through it. My favorite artist uses drugs. They talk about Percocets, Molly's and Percocets to get through their songs. They're successful. They're on the radio. They're performing in front of thousands of people. Maybe I should do that too. You don't think they put one and one together? Right? Kids simplify everything. We make this world complex. Kids simplify it. Right? You don't think they put one and one together and say, maybe these drugs will make me feel better. And what we got to realize, and what these kids got to realize, and adults too, there are adults on these drugs too. Let's make that clear. Not setting any kind of example. What we got to realize is that these are temporary vices and they're temporary fixes. And what happens is the first couple times you take the drugs, I'm no doctor. You take the drugs the first couple times, you feel good for a moment. You take the drugs the next few times, you probably feel even better. You feel good. But over time, your body gets adapted to the drugs. So now your body is more used to the drugs than it is at your sober state. Oh, now we see how that could be very detrimental to yourself. Your body is literally now, it's not using the right things to move and operate. They're not using the right cells and all that to operate. It's using these drugs because I'm used to the drugs. Your body, that body is a testament. It literally does what what you put in it is what you're going to get out of it in every aspect of life. So it's just doing what you're telling it to do. I'm the body. Drugs. Oh, that's what I like. I like those drugs. You keep giving them to me. This is what we do. This is what this person wants to do with me every day. I'm the body speaker. I'm speaking as the body. Lord have mercy. And now your body becomes accustomed to it. So when you're sober, you actually feel worse than when you're, you know what I mean? Like you don't feel right when you're sober now. So that is a big issue in our community that we got to address. And I appreciate Lil Uzi Vert at the least for just being honest about the situation. What y'all think about the situation? I need y'all to talk to me in the comment box below. It's a very, very vital situation for our community. We have to address this drug usage because a lot of the crimes that happen is because people ain't in their right mind. They ain't thinking stuff through. So I think if we get our hands on drugs, that could be a big part. What am I doing? We ain't going to even address this stuff, though. What am I even wasting my time for? They think I'm crazy and uncool. I'm going to still stand by what I stand for. Talk to me in the comment box below. Thank y'all for the time. Love, support. Don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now you're turning up on MrTaliaferro.com, shawty. Yeah.